for a second, Holden? Yeah, okay. I don't really care what you like to do for fun. So you like movies and music. Let me guess. You also like having fun with your friends. Okay, you do. Can we just cut the bullshit? Yeah, like which member of your family would you eat first if you had to? Yes, I'm being serious, Holden. Who the fuck would you eat? Okay, I've gotten my period on a city bus 3 times this year. Okay, that's who the fuck I am. All right, I don't have time to hear about what's on your DVR, Holden. I want to know your rock bottom. You know, like how do you sound when you cry? Like how many times a day do you think about killing a man? You know, and then how do you kill him in your thoughts? Oh, me, I know what I would do. Yeah, I just push him in front of the subway tracks and he'd die quick and easy. Yeah, that's just the daily grind. Get it? Like grind, like he'd be ground. Oh, you get it, Holden, okay. Seriously though, Holden, what's your mission statement? You know, like, how are you gonna live? And more importantly, how are you gonna die? Okay, because every day of our lives, we are just rapidly ascending towards our death. You know, we hold these little computers in our sweaty hands. And we try to get people to give us a thumbs up. A thumbs up! Can you imagine if somebody gave you a thumbs up in real life? Yeah, you'd push the dick out of their mouth and then you shove them off their rollerblades, right? So just tell me, Holden, okay, who the fuck would you eat?
Welcome to Chris Gethard Presents, episode 3. You just saw Christi Chiello. You're about to see a lot more. Buckle the fuck up. I'm gonna quickly try to explain why I love Christi so much. I was thinking about it, and there's this phrase that I was always impressed by. It's one that old school New York graffiti writers used to use. They all wanted to go all city. That was the phrase, going all city. And it was this idea that you could write your name on so many trains, on so many walls, so many random places that it's inescapable. No matter what corner of town you're in, people know your name. I always thought that was really commendable. And the comedians I admired most when I was coming up, they were the ones who could do that. They went all city. They'd go to the traditional clubs, the weird artsy-fartsy rooms, the rooms full of tourists, all the rooms full of people who read The New Yorker and donate to NPR, all the different places. The comedians who inspired me, they could kill anywhere. And I always aspired to that standard. And now the comedians today, maybe sometimes, you know, there's all these little corners. You get cozy in your own corner, you find a crowd that likes you, become safe, you stay there, hang out there. Not Christi, ladies and gentlemen. She's one of the few I can think of. She does as well at Littlefield as she does at Joe's Pub. She'll do fucking roast battles, and then later that night do that craziest shit that the Annoyance Theater ever saw. She's relentless, she's funny, she works all the rooms she can, and honestly, if you're a development executive or a casting agent or a producer and you have not called her in for a meeting, you're fucking up, you're doing your job wrong, get on it. People of the world, my name's Chris Gethard. This is not the Chris Gethard Show. This is the Christi Chiello Show.
I'm Christi Chiello, and you're watching the Disney Channel. I'm joking. This is public access, and you're in Coochie Creek. Coochie Creek is the playroom in my childhood home. Okay, this is if my parents decorated on a public access budget. Thanks, Gethard. Coochie Creek was a private space that I shared with my entire family. You know, where I could seek refuge from the puberty-induced confusion of my tweenage years. You know, a place where my dad could use the family computer to Google things like how to survive raising 3 hellish daughters. Now, the first thing you all need to know about me, and definitely the most important, is that I am so horny. Okay? I believe that the medical term for this is horny as fuck. Okay, and this started when I was 11. Okay, that's the year I got my period. And I was so young, I did not know what was happening. You know, I went to bed on white sheets and woke up on a Japanese flag. You know, I lied, and I told my mom that I must have scratched my vagina on a rock. God, in the late 90s, it was just me and my Tamagotchi and my blood-stained panties against the world. Gosh, this couch has truly seen things that no couch should ever see. You know, I would rub my lady parts against it while I was playing Super Mario Brothers. And then I would feel these tingly sensations in my own Princess Peach. And I didn't know what was happening to me, you know? Like, all I knew was that it felt like my vagina had a heartbeat. You know, or it felt like there was this little mouse that was trapped in my panties. And that little mouse was very out of breath. Now you see, my hero, Britney Jean Spears, she always taught me that it's okay to be not that innocent, you know, but my dad had a different take. Now, I am not talking about my dad, Jonathan Chiello, the mechanic in Rhode Island. I'm talking about my sky daddy. That's what I call Jesus. I am a Christian. I am a horny, sex-crazed Christian, and that has always been my cross to bear. Okay, but I've learned to embrace the fact that I'm both holy and horny, and that God fucking loves it. Okay? And now my version of Christianity, truly, it's more like Christianity. You know, like, sometimes to pay for my headshots, I do take money out of the donation bin. Right? It's like I've always said, okay, faith, it's like HPV. Okay, no one really talks about it, but at the end of the day, we all have it. So tonight we're going to welcome guests for the very first time into Coochie Creek, the safe haven, the safe space where you could talk about anything free of judgment. Okay, so let's get personal and let's get vulnerable and let's connect on a human level. Throughout the show, this is important. I want you to call in if you're watching. Call in and confess a dirty deed, and I will tell you whether or not you're going to hell. Pretty cool. You know, I may even have a special guest flying in to help deliberate your fate. We're gonna find out what happens when people stop being polite and they start getting real. Okay, this is the real world. I'm a horny Christian. I'm joking. It's public access and you're in Coochie Creek. Does anyone know what these are? Okay. Well, my first guest in Coochie Creek is someone I have been closely following for almost a decade. In fact, a few years ago, I was issued a restraining order in the great state of Kansas against this person, but luckily, he let that restraining order expire. And I've been sending him letters via carrier pigeon ever since. I'm elated he's agreed to join me here tonight without any security. Please join me in welcoming my all-time favorite porn star, Harry Dickinsider.
Just keep the inches, you know? Gotta keep the inches. Okay. Christi, good to see ya. Good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Oh my gosh,
Appreciate
of course, Harry. Are you serious? Thank you for coming.
Oh. Nice. I've never heard that one before. Yeah.
Harry, what's wrong? Is your wrist bothering you from the fisting competition at the Omaha Fuck Fest?
My wrist is fine, Christi.
But Harry, what is it? This is a safe space. You're in Coochie Creek. You can tell me anything.
You're right. I forgot where I was. You know, Christi, it's actually something you wrote to me in your last letter after you drew this adorable picture of you as a clitoris. Pretty cool. You then said if I weren't a comedian, I'd be a neuroscientist, because I love neuro and I love science. That's what she said. And she said, what would you be if you weren't in the adult film industry?
I remember that. I'm so good at asking questions.
You are. And I know what I do. I've been doing it my whole life.
Oh my God, anal?
100%. I'll never stop, okay? Ever in my life, I'll never stop anal. But no, I mean professionally. I'm gonna be a pickup artist.
Wait, what?
I've been doing it my whole life. I'm just gonna do it full time now, you know? I've been watching your show. I saw your date earlier. I was thinking maybe I could help you out.
Are you serious? Like a pickup artist?
Like a pickup artist, yeah.
All right, well, I mean, if you have any tips, I'll take them.
Okay.
Okay.
But I'll start with a question.
Okay.
All right? Okay. Let's say you're into a guy.
Oh, great,
All
got
right.
it.
How would you let him know you're interested?
I know this one, blowjob.
Christi.
Hand job?
Christi!
A Cleveland steamer.
Christi! What is that? How do you do that? I'm gonna do it in my next video. No, that's not what I meant. I meant, what would you say to someone?
What would I say
if
to
you were
someone
interested
if
in
I was interested in them? Okay, I would say, hello. I'm Christi, and I love God, but I'd love to suck that dick.
Okay, this is not working.
No?
All right, you know what? Let's do an exercise.
Oh my God,
okay?
I hope it's a 69.
It's not. It's not.
Oh my God.
Who is that?
God, I'm so sorry. Okay, Harry, everyone, this is Preston. This is the little boy I babysit for. Hi, I'm Preston. Oh my God, Preston, what are you doing here? Did your mom drop you off? Nancy, are you here?
Went on a day on Twindo, and she said she's gonna come back at noon, or she's gonna come back tomorrow morning.
Oh my God.
Wow! What's all this? This your house? Your show?
Yes, this is my show, Preston. It's pretty cool. Okay. Okay. Oh, God. My candle. Preston, just don't get stuck in there like you did last time. Preston, you're fine. You're fine. Calm down. Preston, you're fine. And this is Harry.
I'm Harry Dick Insider. How you doing? My name's Harry Dick Insider. I'm an adult film star.
Oh, like Marley and me?
Yes.
No, I fuck people.
Ace Ventura?
No.
Like.
Don't bother. Okay. Listen, Preston.
Jesus Christ.
Listen, Harry and I were just about to do something that grown-ups do. Taxes. Not quite. Listen, Preston, I believe your mommy probably put some coloring things in here for you, right? Why don't you just have a seat over here and just color me a picture or something, okay? How's that sound?
Okay, Christy, anything you want.
Okay, thanks, Preston. Okay, Preston. Anyway, sorry about that. Where were we?
A really weird kid.
Yeah, he's
Will you have a seat? Have a seat, Chris.
Okay.
Have a seat.
I'm ready. Okay.
No. I'm not gonna fuck you.
I'm ready. I can
Just sit down like a normal person.
You think like this?
You sit now. It's not sitting down like a normal person.
Preston, look away.
Christy, I
Preston,
can't.
look
You know I
away.
can't look away when one's aimed at me. You sit normal.
What?
Please.
What? I thought we were doing an exercise.
Yeah, a different kind of exercise, okay? I'm quitting. I'm quitting the industry.
Wait, what?
I can't do it anymore. My heart's not in it. My dick's not in it, okay? I just can't. I can't.
Wait. No. You must be kidding me. You cannot be serious.
There are other porn stars.
No!
Okay, all right. Okay.
Preston,
Why are you mad?
Preston, get
What did I
Preston, get back! Preston! You can't be serious.
I'm sorry. We had a lot of good moments, okay? You had a lot of good moments.
Yes, I did.
Watching me have good moments with a lot of ladies.
I did.
All right, real deep in them, hours on end, pleasing them all night long, okay? And you'll always have that, all right? The videos will always be online, literally because I cannot take them down. They won't let me.
Yeah, but I thought you were already shooting that parody of John Wick 3 called John Dick 3.
Not anymore. Okay?
No!
Yeah.
You can't be. Preston, don't get up! Okay, fine. Fine, I'm happy for you. Okay, but
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Yeah.
But listen, maybe just like before you go, you can just like give me like a passionate kiss on my left titty.
No, absolutely not. No. Goodbye, Christy. Goodbye. This kid needs help. Okay? This kid some help. All right?
God.
Christy, can I show you a picture I drew?
Sure, Preston. Why don't you come sit up here?
I drew a clown man with the pencil stuck in his head going through his brain. And then he's bent over him is a big potato man with his butt on his where the things is. And then this little bubble that's like, I don't care about what you look like or what you love. I'm just scared that you're my friend.
What does the bubble say?
I don't care about what you look like or where you're from. I'm just scared that you're my friend. And I never knew. What kind of things did you like?
Oh, Preston, you do know how to cheer me up when I'm feeling sad. You know what? You've been a good boy. How would you... No kisses. How would you like to introduce our very first commercial? Right? You know how to read, right? Here, Preston, it's fine. Preston, just... I'll do it with you. I'll do it with you. Just like how you do in school. Right? Look. You see that TV? So there's just words there, and you just read the words, okay? You know how to read, right? You can do it. I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna be right here. So just read what they say, okay? You can do it. I'm right here. I'm right here, Preston.
Next week, Chris Gethard Present is live.
Just smile. Good. This is a hard
Again,
one.
with the
New host. It's comedian Martin Urbano. Say
Comedian
Martin
Martin Urbano.
Good. Here.
Here to tell you a little bit about what you can expect next week is comedian Martin Urbano.
Good job.
It's me, Latino comedian and registered sex offender Martin Urbano. I'm hosting next week's episode of CGP and wanted to tell you a little bit about it. But first, I just want to say, incredible job, Christi. You've been promising for weeks that this show was going to be horny, and I gotta say, it's horny as hell. I gotta say. Anyway, next week, tune into CGP, same time, same place, same channel. Basically, everything's gonna be the same. Except, I'll be teaching my very own comedy class. That's right, I'll teach you how to have a career in comedy like mine. Which reminds me, I was told there was free food in the back. Anyway, with the help of my comedy colleagues, we're gonna turn you from a comedy 0 into a comedy 1. Who writes this shit? But that's not all. The week after I host, the hilarious Josh Sharp is going to do the impossible and execute 2 call-in topics at once. And I'm being told by this teleprompter that the call-in topics have the potential to cause fights with racists, homophobes, and perverts. Yeah, sounds like dinner with my family. But that's still not all. How dare you think that's all? On July 31st, the Chris Gethard Show returns to MNN. But it has a new host, someone named Robbie Hoffman. Anyway, I'll see you next week. Don't be tardy or I have to put you in detention and give you a little spanking, if you know what I mean. Back to you, Christi.
Thank you. Wow, that's gonna be a very fun episode with comedian Martin Urbano. And we're back in Coochie Creek, and I have one more very special guest for you this evening. Now, you may know him from holidays like Easter and Christmas, or things like the Bible and prayers. And if you're anything like me, you have a lot of unprotected sex, and then you beg him to bless you with your period. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Coochie Creek, my best friend and my sky daddy, Jesus Christ. We gotta work on that.
You know it, baby.
We gotta work on that. Jesus, JC, thank you so much for being here in Coochie Creek.
Oh, it's so good to be back in Coochie Creek, baby. Woo! You know I love me some Coochie Creek.
Gosh, it's so funny, Jesus, to think back and realize that I used to be scared of you.
Right?
What?
Boom, baby. That's crazy. Come on, you know I'm chill as fuck, girl.
You were
I don't even know why you was wilding out like
I
that,
don't
girl.
know either, but listen, before we get into it, I do want to take some phone calls, okay? Okay, cool. I want to open up the phones.
Yeah, open them up, baby.
Thank you, Jesus. Are you unsure if you're going to heaven or hell because you did something fucked up? If so, call us. You can confess your fucked up thing to Jesus, and then we'll tell you if you're gonna go to heaven or hell. Sounds fun, right? So while we wait for some calls to come in, why don't you tell me, how's my dead dog?
Oh, Bella, she's so good. She's been such a good dog in heaven.
Really?
Yeah.
Will you sneak her some extra treats for me?
Mad treats, baby.
She used to love that. I think in hindsight it did lead to the weight gain, which led to her demise, but we had a lot of fun times. You know what? That reminds me of something. I've always wanted to ask you this. Why did you make mosquitoes when all they do is bite people?
It wasn't me. It wasn't me, baby. It wasn't me.
Wait, wait, what?
It wasn't me. I'm gonna just let you know right now. It was Satan. Sorry.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me that all the good things came from you and the bad things come from Satan?
Hell yeah, baby. I mean, yeah.
That checks out.
Yeah.
That checks out to me. You know what? Can I be blunt with you?
I would love a blunt right now.
Okay, no. It's not that actually what I said. I said, can I be blunt?
Oh, yeah, you could be blunt.
I can be blunt? I'm a little mad at you.
At me?
Yeah. Because I've been going to church choir now, as you know, for 3 months in this new church. Thank you, yes. And I've auditioned for many solos in choir, but Pastor Kevin always gives them to Amanda because she's a professional singer, as if I did not do professional youth theater.
You know I'm working on it, Christi. I'm working on it. But
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
All right, well, maybe you can work a little faster because I really got to bless the people with these vocal cords. We got a caller. Thank you. We have Thomas from Cincinnati on the line. Thomas from Cincinnati, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, hi Thomas, thank you for calling. Do you have something fucked up that you need to confess?
Well, sort of. When I was 13, I used to wait till my parents would leave and then go to the basement, the unfinished basement, and roll around in mud and piss on myself and fuck a jar of peanut butter.
Thomas, you are a sick fuck. You're a sick fuck. Every part of that got worse than the part before. I mean, I gotta check with the big guy, but I'm gonna say you're going to hell for that one.
Wow, Chris. May I say he's practicing abstinence.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Preston, what's
I
up?
have a sandwich.
I don't have any food for you.
I have food.
No, Preston, just work on your picture.
Can I have peanut butter? Some good. I wish I had peanut butter.
Not from that bottle, baby. Not from
Not from that. After this, we'll get you peanut butter. So, Thomas, I'm sorry you're a sick fuck, and I'm sorry you're going to hell. Thanks for calling.
Thank you. Love you.
Oh, okay. I'm excited about this one. We've got another caller on the line. We have Dustin from New York. Dustin from New York, are you there, Dustin?
Hi.
Hi, Dustin. Thanks for calling in. You're live in Coochie Creek, and why don't you tell us your fucked up shit, Dustin?
I jerked off at my grandfather's funeral.
Beef jerky? Dustin, I'm gonna need more details. You jerked off
at your grandfather's funeral. Is that correct, Dustin? He's off the line. Okay, I think we lost him. Dustin, are you there? That's all he had to say. He said his piece, and he's gonna leave it at that. Oh, Dustin, you're still there? Dustin,
I'm not Dustin.
Oh, it's.
oh, are you Milo from Maryland?
Yes, I am Milo.
Milo!
Hi.
Milo, you and me we're getting through this together, buddy. Milo from.
I'm trying my very best here.
Thank you, Milo. Are you a sick fuck?
Okay. Before you go and judge me, I was 12.
Okay.
And I didn't have responsibility for my actions. And I liked anime a little bit too much.
I love anime.
And so when I was younger, I used to like. This is before I could like ejaculate. This is before my body developed that far. But I thought in order to like properly perform, I had to release fluids. So what I used to use pillows, and instead of ejaculating, I would just piss all over them. And I would not tell my mom. I would not tell my mom that I pissed on the pillow. And my mom would have to clean them up. I told her it was head sweat. I don't regret anything. I regret nothing. She still doesn't know to this day. And it's always the anime girls. I swear to God.
Wow, Milo. Wow. Well,
I dare you.
I do want to say you're very brave to admit that in a public forum. That was a
Look,
lot.
I have friends who are listening, and I do not care if they judge me.
Jesus, I mean, what do you make of Milo?
I mean,
Pardon me? Oh, what? Oh.
I mean, they were his pillows, so.
I mean, okay, guy, honestly, I don't even believe in you, so whatever you say, I respect it. I don't think...
Disconnect
I don't think
him!
that's...
Disconnect him! You're going to hell, Milo! You're going to hell!
You know?
Actually, hey, Preston, what you working on over there?
I'm doing the Christmas tree and the grave of the potato people. And the potato people is gonna go up to the Christmas tree, but there's a big guy on the top with it, and then he's gonna put in the hole.
Preston, you talk about this a lot, Preston. What's a potato people? Don't hide your face. Tell us what it is. What's a potato people, Preston?
A potato people is a people that has a potato, a big head like a potato, a little body like a person.
And then, no, but then when they poop out potato, and then when they have
sex.
They have
Sex like a potato.
I mean they get hot and then you can eat it.
Preston, did your mommy and your daddy tell you about what sex is?
Nobody tells Preston nothing.
Nobody tells you.
Preston knows everything. And for your information, the potato people have visited me.
They visit you?
To sex me.
Whoa.
Preston, is this a confession?
What's...
I think I'm going to hell.
No, Preston.
I eated them.
You ate the potato people that visited.
That means I have sex with them.
Preston, I don't think you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, sex is when you eat a potato person.
Okay. That is what sex is.
They came
Preston, it's okay. Preston, it's all right. Guys, just tell Preston it's okay. Right? It's all right, Preston.
Oh, that
Preston,
was so
you know
good.
what? You know where you're gonna go?
Heaven? Yeah. You're gonna go to heaven because you're a really good boy.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Jesus now.
Christy,
But you're
can I
being good.
eat your potato?
No, Preston. No. Okay, we've got another caller. We've got Steve from DC on the line. Steve from DC. Can you hear me, Steve?
Yes, I can. You want to know something really even more bad?
I'm scared. I'm starting to really regret using this prompt. Because I think it's fucked up. But yeah, go for it, Steve. What do you want to confess to me and to Jesus and to Preston?
I eat my potato people too.
You do?
I do.
Preston, did you hear that?
What?
Steve, you eat your potato people.
I do.
Oh, so Preston, you're not the only one.
We're bad. They come to us for help and then we eat them. We have sex with them.
Heaven is not this fun. So happy to be
Jesus, what do you think about Steve in DC? Do you think he's gonna
here.
go to heaven or hell for eating his potato people?
He'll go to heaven with Preston.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome,
Okay,
Preston.
so Steve, you're going to heaven. Congratulations, Steve. We got another caller. I'm so happy we have calls. We have Cade from Chicago. That can't be your real name. Cade from Chicago?
Oh, hey.
Hi, Cade. Is that your real name?
Oh, sorry, I can barely hear you guys.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, Cade. You're live. Do you have something
Oh.
you want to? I was blocking
yeah,
my microphone, Cade.
Oh,
Cade,
sorry.
I'm sorry, Cade. Okay, Cade, what do you want to confess?
I didn't really have a confession. I just had more of a question for the big guy.
Okay, great.
So, hey, you remember when my grandma died, like, back in 1998? And I was, like, a little boy, and I was praying in bed, and then I was praying to my grandma that she'd be okay in heaven, and then I woke up later in the night, and I felt something, like, under my covers, and I came for the first time. Was that a demon, or was that one of you guys?
I already told you that was Satan, man. That was the devil that made you want to feel good about having such a bad thing happen to you.
Okay, so I'm definitely going to hell then.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right, well, thanks.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Cade, but looks like you're going to hell.
Yeah, but what happened? Like, what, like, was it a man? Was it a woman? Was it what happened?
I think it was actually sleep paralysis. Like, I think that can happen sometimes with that. But for a long time, I just thought it was like a succubus or
Can I
something.
give you a massage?
Preston. Sure, Preston. Thank you. That actually feels quite nice. Thanks, Preston. Okay, Cade, you're going to hell.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you for calling.
Bye, bye, bye.
Preston, what are you doing back there?
I'm exploring the space. I found a big booby hat.
You found a big booby hat?
Yeah. I got a big booby.
Okay. Preston.
I got a big booby. This is like the president. This is like the president. I got a big booby.
me.
Why do you do that?
Why you do that?
No! No! That's my voice!
Okay, this has gone too far. This has gone too far. We're gonna put this down. Preston, why don't you come and sit over here? I actually have something that I want to confess to Jesus, which is something I didn't plan, but I do have a confession that I want to make. You good? Okay. Just sit normal with your feet on the ground. Okay.
Get your other foot. Get your other foot. Get your left.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there we go,
Okay.
baby. There we go.
Good
baby.
job, Preston. Jesus.
Yeah.
I need to be honest with you about something.
Yeah, let me know, girl.
I know that sometimes I do things that are sinful. They're sinful and they're bad. I think really dirty thoughts. And I think those dirty thoughts about you.
About me, baby?
Yes, Preston, sit still. What is wrong, Preston?
I couldn't put my tongue in.
Okay. Preston, just stay still. Just sit. Can you sit right there? You sit right there. I'll take it away from you. You sit right there. So sometimes I think dirty thoughts about you.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's natural.
So does that... It's okay, I'll be able to go to heaven still?
Yeah, as long as you keep asking for forgiveness, it'll be fine.
But what if I'm not sorry? Preston! Stop! Preston, stop it! Go sit. Preston, you deflated everything. Just sit over here. You don't need to stick your butt in Jesus' face.
Don't do that.
Preston, I'm sorry. Preston, I'm sorry I yelled at you. I'm sorry I yelled at you. Why don't we do our special handshake? Okay. All right, and then will you calm down? Okay, let's do it. Beep, bop, beep, beep, bop, bop, beep, bop, beep, bop. And we eat potatoes. And we eat potatoes. Okay, Preston, it's
That's one little horny boy there. It's a horny,
This is
horny
really
boy.
taking a turn. Let's go back. We have a couple callers on the line. We have time for a couple more callers. So why don't we hear from Shane from Texas? Shane from Texas. You're live in Coochie Creek. Can you hear me, Shane?
Yeah, hello?
Hi.
So I just tuned in. We're confessing awful things to Jesus.
Yes, and we're going to tell you. Yes. Yes. And we're going to tell you if you're going to go to heaven or hell.
Okay.
So Shane, do you want to share something?
Yeah, I'll share this.
Okay, let's hear it.
When I was in middle school, I was dating a girl that self-harmed, and she asked me for razor blades, so I shoplifted them from Walmart.
Shane, there's all types of fucked up stuff in that. That's very dark. Kinda wish you maybe didn't call with that one.
Jesus?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's Walmart, man.
That's true. That's
It's
a good
Walmart. They need losses. They need people to shoplift in order to make their profit line. So don't worry about
it's
it.
based into the price. It's factored in the price.
Yeah, it is. So don't worry about it.
All right. Thanks, Jesus.
You're welcome.
I think we have time Preston, I like what you did there. Is that my bra? Are you okay? Is it because I yelled at you? Preston, what is it?
I can't hear. I got my ear muffins on.
Okay, he's fine. Let's take another call. Sebastian from New York. Sebastian from New York. Are you there, Sebastian?
Yes.
Sebastian,
Hello,
hi.
Father.
Oh,
Hello, how are you doing tonight?
Good?
May God be with you.
Yes.
love that.
I have been listening to hard pop in church. What should I do?
You've been listening to what in church?
Pop music. Is that good?
Wow. That sounds cool
I
as
like
hell.
old school, but it's just not my age.
Sebastian, how old are you?
Hello?
Sebastian?
Yes?
Sebastian, how old are you?
12.
And you're listening, Sebastian, what music are you listening to in church? What pop music?
I like whipping and nay.
Oh, I hate this. I don't like this for you.
I think that sounds cool as hell. Sounds like you go to a cool ass church.
Yeah, man. I don't think they like it sometimes when I just pop in there, just singing my heart out. They don't like it.
Very cool.
Because sometimes it's just really quiet.
Yeah, church be like that sometimes.
And then I don't know what I should do at some point, so I just ask questions on how I should take the situation. So I just say, Jesus, I pray to you. I need help with my music choices.
Oh, man.
Should I be listening to country, pop, or rock?
Sebastian, I don't think that there's anything wrong with you. And I think that God really likes people that are true to themselves. And there's nothing wrong with pop music, right, Jesus?
There's nothing wrong. I'm just happy you're going to church. I know sometimes it gets whack. I know sometimes it goes, oh, and you're like, yo, for real? But as long as you're praying, man, as long as you're in the building.
Absolutely. I think you're definitely going to go to heaven.
You're going to heaven, man.
Congrats,
Thank you.
Sebastian.
You're welcome.
Now, I think Preston and G, I think we have time for one more caller. Okay. One more call. You're our final caller. We have Mick from Chicago. Mick from Chicago. Can you hear me, Mick?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hi, Mick. Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Do you have a confession for Jesus?
I feel like I'd just like to apologize for all the mushroom and acid that I've taken. Like, I don't know, I went to a Catholic school, and I feel like the Jesus that I grew up with wouldn't have suggested these choices for me.
Can I say this is the new Jesus?
Yes!
And I'm saying as long as he's being safe and you saying sorry, do what you do, baby.
Amen.
Amen.
Yes, Mick. You do you. Thanks for calling, Mick. Bye. Okay, he's gone. Well, I think that's all the time that we have for callers today.
No, wait, I have a drawing I made for Jesus.
You do? What is it, Preston?
Can I go over there, please, Miss Christi?
Yes, Preston. You don't have to call me Miss Christie.
Come here, G.
You really made a mess of the set, but no, come on over.
They told me to.
Come here, Preston.
my bra.
What'd you draw, Preston?
I drew the potato people again, and this time their heads are crab heads because they evolve. Because they heard you say that I saved them from the having sex with them. Because I eated them, and then they're like, now it's time for us to be crab heads. And they sprouted crab heads, and they're like, ow, ow, ow. Because when the crabs come out, it hurts. The claws. And then they are on a planet that they made themselves.
So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Hey, you guys.
And then there's the bra.
Okay, that's beautiful. I'm gonna just take it over here, and we'll just you can give it to Jesus. Thank you. Okay. You guys, I wanted to do something before we have to go. I know that I mentioned I was a little upset with you because I don't have a solo in church choir. And I told Pastor Kevin that he should watch the show. So, I mean, I don't know. I thought that, like, stupid. I thought that, like, maybe, like, my voice is, like, rasp right now. But I thought that, like, maybe if I just, like, sing a song, like, in front of national television public access. That, like, I don't know, maybe Pastor Kevin would listen and then give me a solo, but I can't do that because I'm shy. You can't do that because I'm shy. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, get him, girl.
Get it.
Yeah, get it.
Okay, but if I'm gonna sing that, you have to be quiet. Okay. So if I'm gonna sing, so it's actually, it's embarrassing, but it's the song I wrote, and it's called Jesus is King, parentheses, Heaven's Love.
Oh, that's a dope ass title right there. Get him, CC in the building, y'all. Get him, girl.
I'm just gonna have a sip of water.
Drink the water. Drink the water. Drink.
I was just like, my throat's been strained a lot lately. There's nothing. Whoa, I don't want anybody else. When I think of Jesus, I touch myself. I don't want anybody else. Oh no. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Jesus, I touch myself. Anybody else? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I don't want anybody else. When I think of Jesus, I touch myself. Just the boys. Just my mom. Just Preston. Potato pits them down. I take them to the ground and I set them down. Everybody
Give a pitch.
Thank you.
Give a pitch. Say what louder.
Where'd you go?
Keep touching. Say what? Oh.
Oh my God. You guys, thank you so much. I love it.
Keep it going. Don't stop. Make it feel good.
That has been our show. Now this definitely took some twists and turns, and Chris Gethard told me if I could expect one thing from this, it's that it's not gonna go as planned, and literally none of it did. Not one thing was what I thought it was gonna be. But this has been so much fun. I'm really thankful for this experience. It definitely kept me on my toes. Thank you so much to all of our guests who came out. Thank you to Preston. Thank you to Keisha. And we have Harry Dickinsider. Come on out, Harry. And we're gonna end, I think, 3 minutes early, and that's it. This has been Coochie Creek. I'm Christi Chiello. Thank you. Good night.